not stop. Like suppose we have motorized pumps in our houses for pumping of water. Even those pumps at least start for some time and then stop. But this heart acts like a pump which can never be stopped. So an important organ which beats continuously to act as a pump for the transport of blood, which carries other substances with it. So the main function of heart is the transportation of blood along with some other substances. And it acts like a pump which continuously functions. So heart is located in the chest cavity inside the rib cage and with its lower tip slightly tilted to the left. So that is the reason we say our heart is towards the left side of the body, because it is slightly tilted towards the left. So heart is roughly the size of our fist. This fist is nothing but when you close your fingers like this part is known as the fist. So heart is almost this part, this much sized. So heart is divided into 4 chambers. The 2 upper chambers and 2 lower chambers. So 2 upper chambers are atria and the 2 lower chambers are known as the ventricles. Atria and ventricles are separated. They are not joined together. What is the reason? They have partitions. The partition helps to avoid the mixing of blood rich in carbon dioxide and oxygen. So this atria, the upper chambers, carry the blood rich in oxygen, and these ventricles of the lower chambers carry the blood rich in carbon dioxide. So that is the reason there is a partition to avoid the mixing of both these type of bloods. And we have something known as the heartbeat. What is heartbeat? The walls of the chambers of the heart. These chambers are all surrounded by different walls. These walls are made up of muscles. So these walls of chambers of the heart are made up of muscles. And these muscles contract and relax rhythmically. That is continuously contraction, relaxation of these muscles surrounding the chambers of the heart will be there. So these rhythmic contraction and relaxation constitute a heartbeat. Suppose you put your hand like this and see. You hear some kind of sound, right? That is nothing but heartbeat. That is due to the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of these muscles which are surrounding the chambers of the heart. So a heartbeat is measured with the help of the stethoscope. So usually heartbeat is about 72 to 80 beats per minute. But when you are doing any physical activity or any running, that time the heartbeat increases. So this is about the heartbeat. So heart is now divided into 4 chambers. So this is the circulatory system. So this is the circulation of the blood. Always the arteries or aortas are indicated with the red color and the veins are indicated with the blue color. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood to the heart, and the veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood from the heart to various parts of the body. So always the arteries are indicated with red color and the veins are indicated with blue color. And we are speaking about the heart. The heart is divided into 4 chambers, 2 atria and 2 ventricles. So here we have aorta, here which is divided as aorta. So we have read that heart is divided into 4 chambers, 2 upper chambers and 2 lower chambers. So right and left ventricle, as well as the right aorta and left aorta, right ventricle and the left ventricle. So always the circulatory system in the body constitutes of blood vessels. Those are the type of the blood vessels are arteries and veins, and they are also small capillaries. Arteries divided into small tube-like structures called capillaries. So this is the heart. It is enclosed inside the chest cavity, that is inside the ribs, and heart is the size of the fist. There are many types of arteries supplying blood from top of the body till the end of the body. For neck and head you have separate arteries. For neck region, throat region you have separate arteries. For hand you have separate arteries, and for the blood circulation in the teeth you have separate arteries. So if you see blood under the microscope, you see minute cells of the blood. Those are known as lymphocytes, erythrocytes, eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils. All these you will be studying in higher classes. So basically here what you have to understand is, this is the circulatory system of the body. All the red colored ones are the arteries, the blue colored ones are the blood, blue colored ones are the veins. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood, veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood. And heart is divided into 4 chambers, 2 upper chambers and 2 lower chambers. And these are the muscles of the heart which maintain the partition between the chambers. So in transportation in animals and plants, there is also transportation of waste substances, right? So that transportation of waste substances is known as excretion. So excretion in the animals. So when we are inhaling, we take in oxygen, and when we are exhaling, we give out carbon dioxide. So that way the carbon dioxide is removed from the body. So carbon dioxide waste is removed from the body while exhalation, right? And the undigested food, it is also removed from the body in both animals as well as human beings by a process called egestion. From the colon, from the rectum, via the anus, animals pass stools, right? They excrete the waste materials. So that process is known as egestion. So during performing certain functions of the body, cells perform all the functions of the body. Cells are known as the basic structural and functional unit of the body. So cells only perform the functions of the body, right? So in the process of performing many functions, cells also produce certain waste or toxic materials. In performing all the functions of the body, cells also produce certain toxic or waste materials which need to be removed from the body. So how are these waste substances or toxic substances removed? By a process called excretion. So the process of removal of the wastes produced in the cell of living organisms is called excretion. Process of removal of waste produced from the cell is called excretion. And the parts involved in this excretion are known as excretory system. So now we have understood what is excretory system, right? The waste produced from the cell will be removed in the process of excretion, and the parts involved in removal of these wastes are known as the excretory system. So mainly the excretory system consists of 2 kidneys, a ureter, it is a tube-like structure, and 2 artery and veins supply blood to these kidneys, and there is a urinary bladder, urethra, and the urinary opening. So how does this excretion process occurs? So blood is transported all through the body, right? So when blood goes through the kidneys, what happens is the useful part of the blood will be absorbed by the body. In the process of transportation of blood is transported all through the body. So in this process of transportation of blood, when blood reaches the kidneys, the useful part of the blood will be absorbed by the body, and the non-useful part or the waste or the toxic material will go into the kidneys. So in the process of transportation or circulation of the blood, the useful part will be absorbed by the body, will go into the blood, and the non-useful part of the toxic material will reach the kidneys. So these kidneys filter that impure blood. So these kidneys do the filtration of the impure blood waste materials, and the waste materials in the form of liquid pass to the urinary bladder via the ureters. Via the ureters, the waste material passes into the urinary bladder and gets excreted via the urethra. So what is this which is passing through the urinary bladder and getting excreted? It is nothing but the urine. So urine is made up of 95% of water, 2.5% of urea, and 2.5% of other waste. So when the blood is transported, the non-useful part along with the toxic and waste materials gets filtered via the kidneys in the form of urine, and then it will be excreted in the form of urine via the urethra or the urinary opening. And have you ever seen or heard about dialysis? So when the kidneys by themselves are not able to filter the blood, kidneys, when they are not able to do their regular functioning of filtering the impure blood, we have to get this procedure done artificially. That process is known as dialysis. Artificially, the kidneys has to be functioned. When the kidneys do not function by their own, artificially by the help of machines, those kidneys purify the blood. So that process is called dialysis. So in patients who have kidney failure, in patients suffering from kidney failure, dialysis procedures are carried out, right? And sweat. And coming to urine, a normal human being passes 1 to 1.8 liters of urine in 24 hours. This is the quantity a normal human being passes in a day. And then sweat. Whenever we are in a hot summer areas, or if the temperatures are more humid and on the higher side, we get a lot of sweat, especially in the underarms and also on the hands. Sometimes sweat dries up and shows white powder-like structure. That is nothing but salt. So sweat is also an excretion of sweat gland. The excretion of the sweat gland is sweat. The secretion of the sweat gland is sebum. If somebody asks you what is the difference between sweat and sebum, you have to tell sweat is the excretion of sweat gland, sebum is the secretion of sweat gland. So sweat is excreted in the sweat glands which are present below the skin. The water from the body goes out in the form of sweat and shows in the form of white powdery salt-like structure. So that is also an excretion. Body's excretion is sweat and the sweat gland's excretion is sweat and the secretion of sweat gland is sebum. Then excretion in fishes. Fishes live in the water, right? So from their cells they excrete ammonia. Fishes excrete ammonia via their cells. This ammonia again gets dissolved in the water. That is the excretion in fish. They excrete ammonia via the cells and these ammonia get dissolved in the water. Then moving on to birds and lizards. Birds and lizards excrete semi-solid substance, or whitish or blackish colored semi-solid substance. That is also made up of urea only. So fishes excrete ammonia, birds and lizards excrete a semi-solid substance, whitish or blackish colored. That is also made up of urea.